So tell me, what do you make of the place so far?
You have accomplished much, Battleborn. Your walls are high, and your people strong. I can see now what my mother saw in you, in this place. Yet in all things there is room to grow.
I agree. We are stronger than we were, better equipped, better armed.
But that will only get you so far, won't it? The Holy Nation has something that you and your people don't.
What's that?
They're zealots. They think they serve something more than just themselves. They would give their lives for that. You are close to having something similar here. I've seen the way that others look at you. That same kind of belief, that same kind of faith. Harness that.
I'm not gonna use people.
That's not what I'm saying. They look up to you. So be someone to look up to. Someone they can strive for. Someone they can die for.
If I could somehow do this alone, I would.
But you don't have that choice, do you? You're smart enough to know that you can't.
You're starting to grow on me, Seto.
And you me, Sand. Perhaps we should continue our training.
Yes, it was sad for long enough. Let's get to it. Kia ora, guys, gals, and Legionnaires. Rycon here. Welcome back to Kenshi. As you might have been able to see at the very start there, as soon as we completed some research, we now are at tech level 6. We are a very smart city, that we are, and well, Barwick and Green are still having a good time picking off the remaining survivors from the Holy Nation's retribution in the past episode. If you forgot or missed the last episode as well, we had something of a service for our fallen and have pledged ourselves to war. Yes, we are going to war. We have the Shek on our side, and well, we are going to be making the most of that. Now, Sand has done some trading just recently with some of the workers here, so I'm hoping to be able to get these arms and legs divvied out to our poor souls who have lost some of those limbs. Now, I believe, yes, we have a left leg over here with Lars. Sad Neil also had a leg replacement just recently. Ruka is also missing a leg. Ruka obviously being a lot longer serving than any of our others. Ruka is going to be, given that leg because, yeah, I can't leave her without one for too long. She keeps on jumping out the bed. She's got a habit of doing so. What can we do? We can't stop her. We can try, but no, she's too headstrong, that's for sure. So let's get these two trading to get things started off, and even though it's not a great leg, it's better than nothing, that's for sure. So let's get that back on you, Ruka, and we are going to instead put that leg on you as well. So she should be able to get back into the thick of things now. Lars, unfortunately, is still going to be out without one for a little while, so jump back into the bed there. Seto is training at the moment, although she doesn't really need to do too much training, and Sen's kind of just watching over her at the moment, although in saying that, we probably don't need to. Yeah, actually, you know what, maybe he doesn't have any work to do in there. That could be what's happening, but they're training all the same, and you might have noticed that we also did have an arm as well, a left arm, and let's see. I know we had someone missing a left arm among our group here. The question is, who is missing their arm? It's Ziff. Okay, so Ziff, we are going to make sure that we go and say hello to you, wherever you are currently, my friend, which I'm assuming, yes, you're over here. Okay, so, Sand, if you could, please trade with Ziff. That would be wonderful. You might also notice that we have some travelers here. Yes, we have, Sand, you're so fast. We have Gary, and we also have Stubbs out on the road at the moment, because we have a few things that we need to sell off, just some of our produce, really, more than anything. And yeah, they are actually right smack bang here already, so let's see if we are going to be able to make anything from all of the stuff that were brought along with us. A lot of mercenaries here. Wonder if it'd be worthwhile us having maybe one or two of them visit us. Probably didn't mean for us to bring that, but you know what? I think it's time that we sell off some of those. And Gary has the good stuff. The rum, which seems to be about 80 to 85%. Doesn't matter where we go. It's pretty much the same cost. And we are actually going to be selling off these skulls repair kits as well, because we're producing them at a pretty fast rate now. And I'm happy with that profit. We have the CPU units to sell off as well, which we're going to try and do in the other room. But Stubbs, we can't talk to this one here, can we? No, it's just a ninja guard. That's perfectly fine, my friend. I was going to get them to run on towards Swin if they needed to, but I don't think we're going to need to here. And hello, just standing on top of the thing there. That's interesting. Quite a few recruits here that we could pick up if we needed to. I really don't think we need to. And of course, you haven't restocked yourself recently, have you? Yeah, well, I mean, news is starting to spread. That's good. And yeah, we can see a lot of green around here as well. As for the other locations, I don't know whether or not they have been claimed yet or not. I guess we will see once we get closer to them whether or not that's the case, but at the very least we can run on to Swin to get to work there. Something that we've been trying to get off, going for a very, very long time is our hydroponic farms. We just need a whole heap of green fruit to be able to get them going. Green fruit and a few other bits and pieces. I'd really rather if these two traveled together when possible. So we might have them carry on to another location to see if we can purchase some of that green fruit. We weren't really able to get anything like that down in Shark. That or I just forgot, which is probably also a likely, a likely outcome. Interestingly enough, we can see that we've got a green dot here in AdMag. I don't know if that's the stone giant or not, stone golem, sorry. Could be. Or it could just be some folks that are hanging about there waiting for us to, do what we do best. And, oh, hello, Inquisitor. You are trying to get away. Are you going to get away, though? You know what? I don't think you are. And actually, yeah, let's do a little bit of training here. Seto, I would like you to go and attack this, it's a little dangerous because you could get hit here. And I think Sand is probably going to try and accompany you. Oh, wow. I mean, they're still hitting them from all the way over here. We might not even need Seto to go out and finish this. Yeah, they're still just flying past this one's head. Bargok and Green doing what they can. Seto isn't hugely fast yet either, but she will get a lot faster in time. She's currently wielding the special it's a words. Yes, it is a special type of weapon here. This is the Paladin's Cross that belonged to Valentina, who dropped it in battle. So yeah, there we go. I'm surely they can't hit from this distance now, so it's kind of really just unconscious. Okay, well, Seto, I mean, you were going to get to have a little bit of a fight, but I guess not. She's currently wearing the unholy plate armor, which I think is pretty fitting. So yeah, we're gonna give her a chance, next chance we can, to do a bit of work on that. But yeah, let's check back in on those travelers. Yes, as we all know, it doesn't ever really take us all that long to make it back here to Swin, and I don't think we are going to need to spend too long here because, I guess we're known as invincible to more than just a few, which is nice. It's good. Actually, do you have any other? Yeah, you do have some new maps for us. I guess we could pick these up. Yeah, sure. I mean, they're pretty cheap. Tech Hunter's map's a little bit more expensive, but I mean, we're making good funds at the moment. Price markup is actually a decent amount here, so that was actually really good for us. We can go ahead and sell those, and we'll sell the rum. And do we want to sell the cores here? Well, yeah, sure, why not? We'll just make it happen. I don't think we're going to be able to buy green fruit here. The question is, do we want to try and power on to somewhere where we're going to be able to do that? Yeah, kind of. We do still have, I wonder. I don't think the hub is going to have anything like that, really. If anything, it would actually be places like maybe Bad Teeth or Blister Hill. Blister Hill is where we have to do our final attack, but I guess, if we start going up in that direction, maybe it'll be a good chance for us to do a little bit of light scouting. We'll see how we go. So, looking at our technology, we have something here called Edge Walkers, which I'm guessing is like a weapon type. Yeah, interesting, very interesting. We need 4 AI cores to be able to learn that, which is a lot. We do probably want to go for advanced weapon grades here, which is gonna mean that we want to have a decent amount of yeah, we're going to need a decent amount of ancient science books. I'm not quite sure what we're looking at in the moment. Oh yeah, no, we've got more than enough. We've got quite a bit of engineering research as well, so we're looking pretty good there. So I'm going to go and put advanced weapon grades 4 on there. We could go for 5 as well. You know what? Sure. Let's make it happen. I don't think we're going to upgrade our industry anymore at this stage because our raw production is actually really, really good. So that's not so much an issue for us. Even electricity isn't much of an issue at the moment. You can see we're looking pretty good overall. Defensive though, I wouldn't mind going for the large defensive walls. And then I think what we're probably going to end up doing, so this is where it's tough because we don't have enough. I'm not going to build the large defensive walls. I would go for the strong defensive walls because you can't just upgrade the walls. You have to build new walls. So yeah, a revolving barrel harpoon turret sounds insane. But I think that's what I would want to look at. Yeah. Or we could have a look at the outpost as well, which is going to be 2 engineering research. I think that's probably the direction that we're going to go in here. Yeah. Oh, and that's just 1. So we definitely want that. Yes, okay. And that's just going to use 1. So we're going to have 3 left over, which will allow us to do the walls. So I'm happy with that. Copper alloy, and then we're going to have a look at doing the large defensive walls, which is 3. So boom. I feel like that was a pretty good use of those. We still have the 2 AI cores. As to which what direction we want to go for. If we want to go for the double barrel harpoon turret, that's a lot. Yeah, I think we might just hold on to them because the AI cores are incredibly rare in this game. So it's not something that we just want to just jump straight into. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's going to keep Azumi busy for a very long while. And lo and behold, our travelers have made it to the hub. Stubbs, my friend. Let's see what they have waiting for us in here. I really don't imagine that they're going to have much at all. Hey, they actually have some green fruit. Holy crap, I was not anticipating that at all. Let's go ahead and sell that back and just get Gary to take those. Anything else that we want to take from you right now? I don't think so, but while we are here, we are going to go ahead and pay a visit to over here, our shinobi thieves, our friends. We'll see what if anything they have to give for us, because I think we've learned most of the blueprints that we can possibly get from them, but sometimes they can have some amazing things that we just don't realize at this time. You backpack on. Let's go ahead and talk to you. Let's trade. Okay, so what have you got for us? The black and chainmail we can make ourselves now. Really, most of the stuff we can make ourselves, so we're just going to let that pass. But I'm going to remember to review those on the map, so we should have 2 new locations for us to see, 1 here and 1 over there. Okay, so 2 more far-flung ruins for us to investigate at some point, for if and when we need more research, which we very well may. You can see that Fish Isle is still very angry with us. I mean, I guess that is to be expected. Now, Stack and Bad Teeth. I'm tempted to see what's going on there, so we're going to try and get close with these 2. I think they should be able to do that without too much trouble. I say that. Gary's going to get a little bit further behind, but I trust in their abilities. No, I don't. Let's get them back together again. I think the best way to do this is just do the whole follow and get Gary to run off there himself, or rather herself. Gary, that's right. You're a lady, Gary. There we go. They're on their way. They'll eventually find their way through the rocks. Before we know it, we'll be at Stack. We'll see what awaits us. Just checking in at home and on our great war machine that we have gone up 1 weapon grade. I'm gonna wait until we go up the next before I get Park working on those. And speaking of Park, what are you doing, buddy? You are just grabbing some materials, I believe, to be able to do what you do best. And Barguk, well, Barguk is also doing what they do best with green, and that's spying on the surviving members here who, yep, that's 2 legs. 2 legs gone, and yeah, I think those were 2 escapees that were trying to make their way out here. We could remove the bodies from here because it does attract wild animals, but really that's just a bit of free food. So if anything does wander here and wants to try and eat the remains, I'm completely okay with that. Wow, yeah, just straight up gone. All right. Here we find ourselves in Auckland's Gulf. And what do we have awaiting us here but Shek? We have Shek warriors at Stack. I believe that this town, this city, has now been taken over by the Shek, which, if that's the case, I am very happy about that, because it means that we are having our desired impact, and it seems to be the case. We have 100 guardians here from the Shek Kingdom, who we are very happy to see here. Look at this place. Hell yes. All these shopkeepers too. What are they selling? What do you have? All kinds of things. A whole range of different wares, which is nice. I like it. We're gonna pop into the bar, just see what's kind of going on, because really we haven't been able to see this place before. It is a rather empty bar, it would seem, because well, I'm guessing a lot of the patrons they kind of probably got kicked out. I don't think there's anything too wild. I actually know, in saying that, you know what, I think there probably are a few things that we want to check out here. Probably not so much the bars, but let's go to some of the other shops. We'll start off in the Explorer's shop, because there could be some maps that we could make use of, and or other such things. Let's see, what do you got? Location's already known. Location known. Yeah, alright. Looks like we know most of them. Well, actually no, we know all of them. There's a chance that the weapon shops might have something different, potentially. We've got a police station here and just a regular marketplace. We're still after copper alloy, but we should have that actually. And looking at our research, we need to get to making our new blades as well. More things to look forward to. The plank, yes, no, we don't need any of that. So I guess, that's us done here. So Stack is a friendly province, which probably means that Bad Teeth is too. I then wonder about the mines and as to what's going on there. I guess that's going to be better for us to find that out. So let's go ahead and start jogging on down to Bad Teeth and do some more exploration. Okay, so we are on to Mark 3s for all of our weapons now. They are better than the Katun number 3. We can see the difference in the cutting damage. Just overall, they're just better weapons. They weigh a little bit more. They're worth a lot more, so we are moving in the right direction there. Well, it would appear that the roads are not entirely safe throughout the region. Large numbers of, the Holy Nation are still here, but they've been interrupted by Flotsam Ninjas. Flotsam Ninjas that we haven't really had much to do with at all. We've heard of them before, but we haven't encountered them, but we encountered them here, and we do actually have a Inquisitor chasing after Gary and Stubbs. Given chase, the Flotsam Ninjas seem to be doing a pretty damn good job against the Holy Nation, but these two definitely need to keep up their pace. Stubbs taking a bit of a hit there. He just needs to keep on going. Eventually, we will outrun them. Well, with the guards running out of here, the mines are definitely still in operation, it would seem. We've even got some, mercenaries down here. Very, very interesting. Come on, Stubbs. You got this, buddy. Stubbs, unfortunately, stopping for a moment. He is not going to be able to hold his ground against them. And Gary should be running right now. Continuing to. Unfortunately, there isn't much we can do for Stubbs at this stage, other than try and lead these fools on a little bit of a chase away from him, in the hopes that he might be able to get back up. We'll just have to wait and see. We have, I thought that might have been the Inquisitor, but no, it's just one of the guards is already making their way back, and the others have given up chase for now. Whether or not Bad Teeth is still under their control, we'll find out soon enough. Gary's swimming across the river. But Stubbs, unfortunately, is in a little bit of a pickle. These mercenaries, I don't think, are really going to do anything to assist him. And we're unconscious for another minute. And this one here is certainly going to reach us before then. The others are patrolling further away, but all it's going to take is for one of these Holy Sentinels to see Stubbs as a potential slave. And while that does seem grim, it might not be the worst thing that could possibly happen here. We're just gonna have to wait and see. No? Okay. He might just be okay. Because if he did get captured, we then have a man on the inside. However, I think we're going to be okay in this instance. He still has a little bit of medical goodness, so we're just going to allow him to slowly heal himself up while he's on the ground here. Hopefully he's going to do his chest next. Nope, that's all he could do. Well, alright. How's your sneak, buddy? Pretty good. We are going to need to try and meet up on the other side of the river with Gary. So, buddy, get a walking. Well, we managed to get the last stage of the Outpost Research, and I'm pretty sure this is what we're looking at here. And it seems like it's a bit of a doozy, a bit of a big one, and a lot of copper alloy plates for us to be able to place that thing down. But that could very well serve as a hub for most of Sand City, and I think that is the only real upgrade there. Yeah, by the looks of things. So we are on our way to making one, but this big one would take us a little bit longer for us to do. And if we were going to place it down, I'm thinking maybe potentially within the Iron District, kind of over this way, but that is a job for another time. Stubbs is making his way across, and, well, I'm relatively sure that we're looking okay here. Can we spy in the distance what we might be dealing with here? Do we have Shek, or, well, we certainly have Shek patrolling outside. That I'm happy to see. Well, Stubbs, you might be able to get yourself a nice bed in Bad Teeth. We can certainly hope. Yep. Approaching, we can see 100 Guardians outside here as well, which is fantastic. Now, the reason these two cities fell is they sent their commanders, their leaders, their lords, for lack of a better word, to attack us, and without them there, the Shek would have easily been able to overthrow them. So, Stack and Bad Teeth, that's fantastic news. Yeah, just leaves old Blister Hill. And when that falls, I would hope the holy farms, the holy mines, and everything else will fall alongside them. But for now, Stubbs, my boy, how about you go and rent out this bed and have yourself a proper sleep? You've earned it. There we go, buddy. Rest it up. Rest it up. You have earned it. Oh, and hey, look at this. I didn't even notice in the last settlement as well. But the Phoenix has been toppled. Very, very nice. We approve of this, of course. Alright, back home we have completed research on copper alloy production. So we're going to try try and find somewhere for us to chuck down one of these benches, and we do seem to have quite a bit of that going on here. And yeah, you know what, I think we probably could fit something in this kind of region and still have everyone be able to kind of float around it. So let's go for that. Let's make it happen. Alright, here we have a Gristleflap. Amazing name. Working on those alloy plates for us. Excellent. Well, it took a good long while, but this structure is finally complete. And Park, buddy, how about we go and pay a little visit to that? I'll have to look in to see why Park isn't working in his weapon smithy at the moment. Do you want to go inside there, bud? Yeah, nice big space for us to work with. I like it. It could be the home for more than a few of us. The inn has been good, but it'll be good to have another private space, I suppose. Ah, very nice. A farm trader has arrived. Well, Sand, how about we go and have a word and see what they have to offer us. We have a whole heap of old armor to sell, so if they're interested, it could go down quite well. So unfortunately, they don't actually have much that I want to buy from them. I was hoping there might be some green fruit sprinkled in amongst them here, but that doesn't seem to be the case, so I guess we'll just have to take it for what it is. I'm unsure how much we actually needed in the way of green fruit, so let's just have a look and see exactly what we had on the inside of here. Let's see, so we need 10 for each of these, so it's going to take quite a bit before that's actually able to get off the ground, but it is a project that we will have up and running before long, and it's going to require less maintenance than our actual farm work will. Something else to note is that our general kind of uniform for our military has changed a little bit as well. Masterwork, that's just so good. So we've got these samurai plates, the blackened chainmail, the specialist, the plate jacket, the masked helmet, and we also have these other boots that we've been making, just the plated long boots, although those are only standard. There we go, masterwork, that's a little bit more our speed, right? There we go, excellent. And for our farmers, we are going to be making leather turtlenecks and ninja pants. That combined with the straw hats, just because they're not really meant to be combatants, and that way they'll just be a little bit more easily identifiable. Yeah, so as we can see with Jewel here, this is kind of their general look and feel. You know, it's just going to be a little bit more comfortable than running around in armor all the freaking time, and with these shoes as well, they're going to be a lot lighter on their feet. Just all round a more comfortable outfit for them, I think, going forwards. And we can see our very large man Sand sporting our new outfit, which is kind of like a combination of a few different styles, which I'm more on board with. We don't want to look exactly like the United Cities or the Holy Nation or anything like that, really. We want to have our own look and feel to us, and I feel like this is the outfit of the Unbroken. And finally, some other good news. Our boy Stubbs Mamuso is all healed up and ready to continue on his venture deeper into the Holy Nation lands. Further down the way, throughout this fertile valley, we have our final location, Blister Hill, which is where we will be fighting towards. And then, well, if any remain after that, we'll still have additional work to do. But that, Legionnaires, shall be in the future. Thank you all for joining me for another episode of Kenshi. This one a little bit more peaceful than the last, but important all the same. In the background, the preparations for war have been turning over, and in the next episode, we shall begin our march. For now though, I have been Rycon. You have all been awesome, and until next time, stay tuned. And finally, I'd like to extend a great big thank you to our Legion on Patreon, who continue to make this content possible.